Violence against the Chinese in May '98. Were your forces involved at all, with or without your orders?
Completely no. Completely no. It's ridiculous, those accusations. In Indonesia, any riots, any violence in the streets that involves mobs, involves mass, will turn out to be either racial or religious or ethnic.
Or economic.
Or economic. You know, this is you know, for instance, the Chinese are perceived as the wealthier class.
The business people, the business leaders.
Whereas actually it's not really true. We have many Chinese who are poor. We have many Chinese who are farmers. Do you know, it's ironically, I've been accused of being, you know, behind these anti-Chinese riots, but now, Gerindra, we have a lot of Chinese members. Why? Because they know we are a party of the farmers. We have a lot of Chinese farmers in our party, you know. I mean, thousands and thousands of them, you know. And
so you did not.
We have Chinese candidates. I mean, it's.
You didn't stir up the violence against the Chinese to hasten the downfall of the government.
Why would I do that? I was part of the government. I was the son-in-law of the president. I was a 3-star general at the age of 47. You know, I just maybe had to wait my time to get my 4th star. What interest would it be for me to destabilize? You know, if Suharto fall, I would be gone. When the Shah of Iran left, his whole family gone, and all the generals supporting him were gone. In fact, there was an the American defense attaché at that time. Maybe he wanted to protect me, or maybe he wanted to, I don't know, maybe he wanted to frighten me, I don't know. But he said, you know, he told me, do you know, General, when the Shah of Iran fell, a lot of his generals were shot. They were brought to the wall and shot.
Sir, people might be listening and say, of course, he's going to deny, or any candidate would deny any involvement in any crimes against the public because they want to win the election. Why should voters believe what you're saying?
Well, put it the other way around. Why am I getting a lot of support now? Why don't you come with me on my campaign trail? You can check all the correspondence. Who has been drawing the biggest crowds up to now? You know, when I take my leave from the crowds, they refuse to let me go. They say, no, go on. And I said, no, I've lost my voice.
Sir, can you tell us now then a name who was mainly responsible for the events of May 1998?
I have my beliefs, my conviction, but you know, in this type of things, can I prove in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt? You know, it's difficult. So if I mention a name or names, you know, I can be sued, and then if I cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt, it's going to backfire on me. I think.
I understand, but you know who did it. You know who.
I have strong. What do you call it? Beliefs, but it's my belief, it's my conviction, it's my assessment, it's my analysis. Can I go to court of law and convince the court? You know, but I think, you know, history, in the end, will be the true judge. And I think when you add everything up, you know, there will be historians and analysts who will come to judgment. You know, like I said, I mean, what's the logic? I was part of the establishment. It was in my what do you call it? It was in my interest to keep everything smooth. Why should I create riots? You know, and why you know, and then why should I create riots against the Chinese? The Chinese are the trading class. They are the business class. If they are frightened, they will run away with all their money. Our economy will collapse. You know, and who will profit from a collapse in our economy? You know, so the logic was out there, and more important is history is my judge, that I could have taken over, nobody could have stopped me, but I did not. I stepped down without even dissenting protest.
Without firing a shot.
Without firing a shot. You know, on one hand, they could accuse me of burning the capital city, creating riots, and then when I was told to step down, I stepped down.
That doesn't make sense if you think about that.
Huh?
That doesn't make sense if you think about it.
Now I form a party. I'm running for president. I'm asking for a mandate, you know, for the people, because I do believe in democracy.